So in the last video, we had a very brief overview of how conic sections were created using the geometric shapes of a right circular cone and a plane. Now let's talk about circles. So a circle is the set of all points in the plane that are a fixed distance r from a fixed point hk. So if we look here, that fixed distance r is what we call the radius. And the fixed point hk is the center of the circle. So if we look at this circle they've drawn here, this point right in the middle is our hk. And they never give me enough room to write, so I'm going to scribble that out. This point in the middle is hk. And the distance from hk to any point on that circle is the radius r. So to find the length of the radius, we're going to use the distance formula. So we've got any point xy and a point hk. So if we want to use the points from the circle, we would have a point xy and we have a point hk. Xy is our x2, y2, and hk is our x1, y1. And now we substitute into the distance formula. So the distance equals x minus h squared, and this is all under square root, sorry, plus y minus k squared. And we should call that the radius, sorry. Now, the definition of the standard form of an equation of a circle with radius r and center hk is this. We say that x minus h squared plus the quantity y minus k squared equals the radius squared. And we do that just to take care of the possibilities of getting any negatives or anything weird happening. Okay. So let's write the standard form of the equation of the following circles. So we have a radius r and we have center h, 0, 0, and that's our h and our k. So we just plug in x minus 0 squared plus y minus k squared, whoops, sorry, k is 0, equals the radius, which is r squared. So x minus 0 is just x, and y minus 0 is just y, so we end up with x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. Now they're telling us our radius is 1, but our center is still at 0, 0. So here we have h and k. So don't know why I wrote that. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals the radius squared. And now we can plug in for hk and the radius. So we have x minus h squared plus, sorry, h is 0. I don't know why I keep doing that. And then y minus 0, because k is also 0 squared, and r is 1, so 1 squared. Now we just clean that up, so we have x squared plus y squared equals 1 squared is 1, so we just write 1. This equation of a circle is really important. This is a unit circle, a circle centered at the origin with radius of 1. For those of you who are moving on to pre-calculus and trigonometry, this will come back to haunt you, just so you know. You will be so familiar with the unit circle by the time you finish pre-cal, you will never want to see one again as long as you live. Except they are super useful. So moving on, this is what we call the standard form of the equation of the circle. The standard form with its center at the origin is just x squared minus y squared equals 1. Sorry, x squared plus y squared equals 1. Because our center is 0, 0, and as we demonstrated just a minute ago, that doesn't change the equation at all. And just to reiterate what we just showed, the unit circle, go back, x squared plus y squared equals r squared on the first one. And for our unit circle, which we've already mentioned, that is x squared plus y squared equals 1. So let's write the standard form of the equation of a circle that has a radius of 4, so r is 4, and the center is negative 5, 2, so that's hk. So we start with x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals the radius squared. Now we plug in. We have x minus a negative 5 squared plus y minus 2 squared, and that equals 4 squared. Now the last thing we have to do is clean up. X minus a negative 5 is x plus 5 squared. Y minus 2 squared stays the same, and 4 squared is 16. So this is our final answer. And we'll talk more about these graphs circles in just a minute. We will graph one, and then we will do one more example, and we'll be done. 4 circles anyway.